Chiller was a channel that was launched in 2007. And pretty much ever since then, it sucked. Right now, they're playing a movie called Bunny Man. What kind of movie is that?
It's July 11, 2012, and they're playing a movie called Bunny Man. And get this, I just looked up the schedule. Tomorrow night in prime time, they're playing a horror movie called The Woman. I'm dead serious.
Knock off the sleepaway camp?
I didn't even look at the description. Actually, I read the first sentence, and it was like a lawyer helps like a battered woman or something stupid. And then they're playing their baby of 2012, an original Chiller movie called Ghoul. They've pretty much ripped off like every movie. First off, let me say this: NBC owns the horror channel Chiller. And they've just been cramming us with their stupid early 2000s episodes of Fear Factor and I Dare You to a Challenge and stupid shit like that. And they play the 80s Twilight Zone. The NBC owns the rights to a pretty good horror collection of horror movies. They even own the original Happy Birthday to Me. But do they ever play it?
I guess not. But apparently it's good enough for them to play a movie called Bunny Man.
Dude, you just almost made me spit out my water after that one. I mean, I don't even have to diss Chiller anymore. They used to play the Nightmare on Elm Street TV show. That was tight. They played that for a few years. And then in 2011, they stopped playing that. And then they used to play the Friday the 13th TV show, which is decent. They used to play the Alfred Hitchcock Hour, which is almost arguably better than the original Twilight Zone TV show. Those stories were really good in the Alfred Hitchcock Hour.
Right, and now we have something called Bunny Man.
Unbelievable.
I forget that.
The only freaking good horror movies that they ever played is they play Child's Play, the original one, every now and then. They play Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3. And then they used to play Evil Dead every now and then, but they don't play that, the original one. But they don't do that anymore.
That sounds just like your YouTube career, Evil and Dead.
Oh, wow. That sounds like your stomach the day after Thanksgiving. But, any other thoughts on how Chiller sucks? NBC is rich enough, they could show us their vast library of horror movies. I see them block movies all the time. Bunny Man is some ripoff of, the Wrong Turn franchise, I guess. That's all I saw in the description.
Is it an actual bunny?
Who the hell knows? I would watch that shit. Every time I go there, it's whack as hell. But they did play the Tales from the Dark Side. All those episodes. But they slowed down from that, too. It's not like they replaced it with anything good. Outer Limits in the 90s is whack.
I'm a Twilight Zone fan all day.
You're a Twilight Zone fan of the 80s one? They just...
all kinds of Twilight Zones. 1960s, 80s, the 2000s.
The 80s ones, Twilight they just remade the 60s episodes and they did them hardcore 80s.
Sorry, say that again?
I said the 80s Twilight Zone show, all they did was remake the 60s episodes and then redid them 80s style.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
You know what they say about the 80s? The 80s are nothing but the 60s 20 years later.
Yeah, I'd never heard that saying. But,
Well, you're a nerd. You wouldn't understand.
Anyway, what else was I gonna say? Yeah, NBC, you suck. Play better movies. Like
Stop playing knockoffs.
stop playing like Banshee and stupid shit like that. Like unbelievable.
You should, next they'll have Roach Man.
We'll have something worse than that. Anyway, this was JBM and Themyersfan 25 from VillainNews.
I made your channel worth listening to again.
Yeah, and you're freaking mine.